Interesting.
It's home to classified government documents, police records, things no ordinary person would ever see. This might explain why Monokuma is able to kind of do what he wants, because he's got a bunch of dirt on people who would, normally stop this type of thing from happening. Isn't it magnificent? This can't be for real, right?
Such ignorance.
That's your guys' problem. Anything that doesn't fit into your preconceived reality, you label it a lie. Well, it's not that, it's just... It's not like I totally refuse to believe it, but... I mean, there's just so much. How could anyone have put all this together? I suppose it goes to show just how much power Hope's Peak truly wields, or perhaps... the mastermind may have wanted to provide us with enough entertainment to keep us from getting bored. It's no use, I can't keep up with all this, it's just too unreal. Still can't believe it? What about you? How can you believe it so easily? Things like that are usually impossible. What do you mean, usually? Usual? Normal? Ordinary? Simple? Those things don't exist anywhere in the real world. What? If you don't understand that, if you don't understand what they actually represent, you don't understand the nature of anything. You don't pull your punches, do you? Besides, what you consider usual is based on your common sense, right? But what makes you think your own common sense applies to me at all? The documents gathered here are genuine. I have reviewed them multiple times, so there is no doubt. Saying you've read all these documents in more than once? All this has to be like top secret confidential stuff, right? So why? My family has a reading room just like this at our home. Ours is bigger, of course, and not as dusty. Members of the Togami family have access to any variety of government-related documents. That includes foreign powers as well as domestic. How is that possible?
So, in other words...
There's a secret council, yep. My family is a member of that council, yeah. Your whole family is one member? That's kind of weird. And I have within me the bloodline that will allow me to one day bend the world to my will. But to become such a ruler, I must know all levels of this world backwards and forwards. So whenever I have time, I like to review whatever documents and materials that interest me. Which is why I can proclaim, without a doubt, the materials gathered here are the real thing. This is beyond believing or not believing. Byakuya is actually starting to scare me more than the actual mastermind. What always interested me the most were the cold case police investigation reports. I kinda stumbled over that sentence, but I think I got it. The me cases, yeah, reading through those reports has always been a hobby of mine ever since I was little. It's excellent mental exercise. I've solved more than a few of those cases just by reviewing the reports. And among those reports, one of my recent favorites. Yeah, I see.
That's right.
Every single report surrounding the Genocide Jack cases have been compiled in here. Because there are so many, allow me to quickly summarize the main points. To begin, there are two notable characteristics in every Genocide Jack murder. First characteristic is that at every crime scene the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. Second is that when the victims are murdered, their bodies are suspended in a certain way. Is that the extension cord? Maybe. Bloodlust is written in blood and the victim's body is suspended. It's exactly the same as what happened to Chihiro. Yeah, you don't say. For the second characteristic, where the victims are suspended, the only ones who knew about that particular fact were members of the police and other higher-ups. By all accounts, nobody in the media ever found out. In other words, no one on the news, no one online, nobody knew about that aspect of each crime. Only key officials and the killer himself knew about the act of mounting the victim. Now if you recall Chihiro's corpse... So how could the killer have known about suspending the victim?
That's right.
That's the question. But in fact the answer is quite simple.
So in other words...
The culprit isn't a copycat killer, it's the real Genocide Jack. Gah!
In other words...
That right there is the evidence that Genocide Jack has hidden himself among the rest of us. Such a brutal, fiendish killer really is walking around among us.
Interesting.
Things are really starting to get interesting, aren't they? Yeah, sure, okay. I never imagined a killer with such a reputation would ever become part of our little game. Now, don't you think it would be good for you to take a look at what I've already seen? I just managed to ferret out a clue or two.
Such ignorance.
If you get down on your knees and beg, I might even show you myself. Are you going to look? I think I'd rather not. Same shit. About the Genocide Jack case file. Could you let me see it?
That's fine.
Well, you didn't beg, but I guess it's okay this time. Feel free to look at it in here, but you can't take it with you. Handed me the file and I flipped through it with tense, nervous fingers. Suddenly my hand stopped. I reached the page where photos from the scene of each crime had all been collected. Pretty fucked up. The name of Genocide Jack's victims ran for several pages. So it looks like they're suspended with scissors? Huh. And they're all male as well. Ken Harada, 32. Tetsuhiro Honda, 17. Shoji Gaku, 23. Kano Issei, 14. 14? Jesus. There was no end to it. But one thing became perfectly clear as I read. All of the killer's countless victims were killed and suspended in exactly the same way. And at the scene of every murder, the word bloodlust. Now take a look at the next page and you'll find another interesting tidbit. The next page. Profiling results. All of the crimes took place either on weekdays and night, or during holidays, either day or night. The most common time for the killings to take place was on holidays in the afternoon. Based on these facts, it could be suggested that the suspect may be a student. Evidence suggested the suspect lingered at the scene, but when they did leave, they were in a panic. Because an eyewitness has never come forward, it's unlikely there was any external reason for this. This confused behavior suggests that the suspect may potentially suffer from dissociative identity disorder.
So in other words...
Like a certain Toko, huh? Yep. Like the kind of thing you see on TV. So I'm part of another totally unbelievable story. This one is way more unbelievable than anything else up till now. Or maybe it really isn't. I don't know. I feel like my mind has gone numb.
Let's go.
We should get going soon. Where are we going? Anywhere but here? We've finished our business here, haven't we? As usual, Byakuya turned and left without another word. I hurried out of the library to catch up. This is where we part ways. I have some things I need to take care of before the class trial.
I don't have time to play with you.
Come on, enough of your annoying misapprehensions. Did you really think we'd be together for the whole time? Take responsibility for yourself and do something useful. Move the investigation forward on your own.
Goodbye.
Well, goodbye. Just like that, he was gone. Felt like I was just some plaything getting tossed around. At the same time, I'd uncovered some really important clues thanks to him. He's the one that killed Chihiro, Genocide Jack. He's one of us. I have to find out no matter what it takes. And to do that, there's somewhere I have to go, investigate one more time. Yep. Should check the boys' locker room too. The others might have come up with some info I might find useful while I'm at it. Alright. So here's what I'm getting. Toko is Genocide Jack, but I don't think she actually killed Chihiro. I think even though she is a fucked up psychopath, she didn't commit this murder. But someone knew that, and is trying to frame her for it, because obviously we would believe that, right? Fucking psychopath serial killer would be the killer. That would make sense. So it might be Byakuya trying to set all this up, frame Toko, and trick all of us. Which is why he's taking the lead on this investigation. Could be. I don't know. I still think there's a hidden student around, but I don't know. Not sure how they would factor into all this. Could be that one of the, I don't know, man. Evidence, huh?
I feel as if...
What did you find?
That's it! I'm sure of it!
Wow. Miss Ludenberg said she'd witnessed something worthwhile too.
Well,
She refused to tell me. It's like when a girl bullies the boys she likes, right? Where's Celeste now? What? Need to go here? There's a different poster up here now. Oh, and the poster in the girls' locker room was the same one as this. That poster was here. Huh. Popular boy band called Tornado. Somehow it doesn't quite seem to fit the boys' locker room. Oops, wrong button. Oh, what is this? A shit stain? Strange stain on the carpet. Truth bullet. Huh. Probably it. So it doesn't seem like the game allows you to miss any clues. I guess that's good, right? I guess that's good. Yeah. No coins? Fuck, man. Fuck. Alright. Or at the very least, it doesn't allow you to miss any truth bullets. Huh. I wanna go talk to Celeste. Where is she? She's, in a warehouse. I can't teleport? Eh. Apparently I can't teleport right now. Whoa, fuck. Well, I can edit, though. Oh, I can't even leave, though. Shit. I guess I gotta investigate this right now. Ugh. Yeah, here's the poster. Blood is the most noteworthy part, but... big-breasted swimsuit model is pretty noticeable too. Girls' locker room doesn't seem like the kind of place you'd find something like this. Uh-huh. Yep. But if they were, why? What reason would anyone have? So they were switched? They were probably switched because she was actually killed in the boys' room, and blood got on the poster, so it had to be moved. So they just switched it over here. Huh. There's also a stain on the carpet, which might indicate she was killed there as well. Huh. Blood stain on the carpet. It could only have been caused by Chihiro's murder. What do you have to say? Have you made any progress on your investigation?
Indeed.
Generally speaking.
However...
But I have to get going. I have something unrelated to take care of. Something besides the investigation? What is it? Nothing you need to worry about, just concentrate on the murder. But...
so then...
before I go, let me give you one piece of advice. You should examine Chihiro's body one more time, thoroughly. Also, her handbook is missing. You might want to determine its whereabouts.
Goodbye.
That's it. I'll be praying for your success. That Kyoko turned and left the girls' locker room. Guess I'll take another look at the body then. Handbook is missing, huh? Definitely worth worrying about. Giving me truth bullets. What a gal. Alright. Kyoko said I should examine the body one more time. Better give it a shot anyway. Let's see. Chihiro's hands are bound with what looks like some kind of rope. It's not an extension cord. Rope was used to prop her up in a kind of crucifix position. Rope has a plug. It is an extension cord! I was right! Wait, so then this isn't a rope at all. But the more I think about it, the more that's not the only thing that concerns me. Chihiro's fatal injury was the blow to her head, which means someone struck her in the head in order to kill her. That's right, there's the issue of her being suspended and the fatal blow. At first I didn't see any reason to think too much about either of them. But seeing them again after looking through the Genocide Jack files, something's not quite right. Yep, these are all killed or suspended with scissors. Or whatever. Status of the dead body.